ugly piece of shit, you are getting knocked the fuck out. And for all the haters out there as well, a massive fuck you.
Who do you think will win, Wardley or Fury, if they fight? I personally think Wardley knocks him out. Wardley could knock him out. Yeah, my days of backing against Wardley are done. Fury's 37. I can't remember. It's been a long time since Fury put in a real good performance.
I didn't go too crazy with the mince pies and the cheese and everything, so I'm still in good shape. I'm still holding it together. I stayed in the gym throughout as well, so yeah, look, ready to go. I'm ready to get back.
Breaking news hits hard as Tyson Fury tears into Fabio Wardley during a live interview, showing zero respect and absolute confidence in a knockout. This does not sound like empty hype or casual banter. It feels like a dominant heavyweight laying down the pecking order and reminding a dangerous contender who still controls the division.
Shaping me life. I'm fucking ready to rock and roll. I wish it was this weekend. Usyk, you gappy teeth, ugly, bug-eyed.
Mark Tibbs, a professional boxing man, does not hold back and clearly speaks about Fabio Wardley's potential, pointing to his power and toughness as real factors. Even so, the subtext remains that Tyson Fury's experience, composure, and ring intelligence make him a far tougher puzzle than raw strength alone.
Do you rule out Fabio Wardley getting the win in that fight against Tyson Fury?
You can't, after what we've seen in his last 2 or 3 fights, you can't rule Fabio Wardley out with anyone, including Usyk. It's very unlikely, but you know, he hits you on the whiskers. He can punch, can't he? He can punch, he's got plenty of that, and he fights to...
Tyson Fury, one of boxing's most experienced and dominant figures, does not hold back and clearly speaks about his own potential, sending a sharp warning to Fabio Wardley. Fury's message is unmistakable. Any challenger stepping into the ring, no matter how young or hungry, will face a man who has survived everything boxing can throw at him and will not be taken lightly under any circumstances.
I'm on my return back to the throne. It's going to be an epic return. I've already done so many epic returns before. 2-time world champion, one of the greatest comebacks in history from God knows where. This time it's going to be as good. It's going to be an epic comeback.
Johnny Nelson does not hold back and clearly speaks about Fabio Wardley's limits. Wardley may have size and ambition, but facing Tyson Fury's experience and intelligence in the ring will test him like never before, sending a warning that raw power alone will not be enough.
For Fury coming back, I think, do I want that kind of pressure? Do I want that kind of dangerous pressure? I want the inexperience of a Fabio. I might be just have a bit too much and no one be...
Tyson Fury makes it brutally clear that he does not see Fabio Wardley as a serious threat, dismissing him entirely and reasserting his dominance in the heavyweight division. This is classic Fury mind games at its most aggressive, sending a warning to Wardley that underestimating Fury will be a massive mistake. Fury's confidence and contempt show that any challenger stepping in will have to endure not just his fists, but his psychological warfare as well.
Useless little foreign prick. I've got no interest in him at all. Gypsy King's back. First.
Fabio Wardley shows confidence in his youth and freshness, claiming he can challenge Tyson Fury. While his self-belief is undeniable and adds intrigue, anyone facing Fury will quickly discover that power and tricks alone are not enough. Fury's experience, tactical mind, and ability to control the fight make it a steep mountain for Wardley, highlighting that raw ambition will collide with a seasoned champion who has survived the heaviest tests in boxing.
How many times? And I'm a bit younger, a bit fresher, got a few more tricks in my pocket, so if I can do it, I can do it. I can get Fury out of there.
Do you see that? If that's a fight that happens, you see yourself knocking him out?
Yeah, 100%. I see myself getting him out. I can actually see it as well because I know I can get to it.
Ade Aladipo points out the high stakes of a potential Wardley versus Fury clash, both financially and professionally. For Wardley, it is a chance to rise, but facing Fury is far from a simple opportunity. Fury's skill, mental toughness, and fight IQ make him a near impenetrable obstacle. This fight would test Wardley's limits at every level, proving whether his ambition matches his talent and whether he can handle the psychological and physical pressure of facing one of the division's greatest champions.
In Fury fight, I would love to see the Fabio Wardley fight. I think that's a great fight. I think that's a big fight as well. Fabio Wardley would love to get that call. Tyson Fury, I mean, that's jackpot financially. He would love that call. For Fury, it's a chance of becoming a world champion again, which obviously isn't Fury's drive, but I mean, it's a chance to...
Liam Goff analyzes Tyson Fury's intelligence and adaptability in the ring, showing that even when outlanded, Fury's strategic mind allows him to survive and dominate. This sends a strong message to Fabio Wardley that raw strength and aggression will be tested against a man who reads opponents, adjusts quickly, and knows how to exploit weaknesses. Wardley's ambition meets a wall of experience, patience, and technical mastery that will push him to his absolute limits if this fight ever happens.
Very good at, like, you look at the first Usyk fight. The first couple of rounds that Usyk was clearly winning out, landing Tyson Fury. You saw any people saying, "Oh, Fury won like round one," where he didn't land anything, and he got hit a couple of times because of the showboat. And he didn't do as much of that in the rematch, interestingly enough, with Alexander Usyk. But he is very smart in there, Tyson Fury, and
Fraser Clark highlights the raw power and toughness that make Fabio Wardley a real threat in the heavyweight division. His grit and resilience mean he will fight to the last second and never back down. However, against a veteran like Tyson Fury, this physical strength will be tested by experience, ring intelligence, and tactical adaptability. Wardley can hit hard, but Fury can survive punishment while controlling the pace and exploiting openings. This contrast shows that power alone is not enough, and every ounce of Wardley's skill will be pushed to the maximum against the champion.
Obviously, you've been in with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You know, you only have to ask my face. Yeah, he can really bang. And he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. You know, that's definitely his strengths.
Gareth A. Davis speaks to the unshakable self-belief and resilience that Fabio Wardley carries into every fight. Wardley's mental toughness and determination make him capable of overcoming adversity and keeping pressure on his opponents. But when facing Tyson Fury, this resilience will collide with a level of experience and intelligence that few heavyweights have ever encountered. Fury will challenge not only Wardley's physical power, but his strategic decision-making and adaptability in the ring. This fight will reveal whether Wardley's mental strength can match his physical ability, or if Fury's seasoned mastery will dominate from start to finish.
But there's something doughty and resilient and determined and dogged, and there's a resilience and self-belief about Fabio Wardley.
John Fury highlights Fabio Wardley's unrelenting will to win and his belief in himself, qualities that define true champions. Wardley's courage and technical skill make him a fighter who refuses to quit, no matter the challenge. Yet against Tyson Fury, these qualities will face the ultimate test. Experience, ringcraft, and psychological dominance play a massive role in heavyweight boxing. Wardley's determination will be tested under pressure as he tries to impose himself on a man who has fought at the highest level. This clash will expose if mental toughness alone can bridge the gap to world-class experience.
Courage, heart, and determination, and his will to win. He's got world-class balls, and he's got a world-class heart. He's a fighting man, and he believes in himself, and he knows that all the time he's in the fight, he can win.
Simon Jordan acknowledges Tyson Fury's remarkable career and the ability to rise from setbacks that would crush most fighters. His comebacks show resilience, adaptability, and a deep understanding of the heavyweight division. Fabio Wardley may have size, power, and potential, but he will face a man who has repeatedly done what many thought
everything
impossible.
That I need to turn it into a
Fury's
fantastic show.
experience allows him to exploit weaknesses and dictate the fight, making it clear that ambition alone is not enough. Wardley's challenge will be to withstand Fury's psychological warfare while finding moments to impose his strength, which is easier said than done.
Tyson Fury's mouth drags it back into the gutter at times, but I also think that some of his achievements have been quite remarkable. And he's come back and won fights and achieved things at times that I didn't think he could. Anthony Joshua, on the whole, has been a
Tony Bellew emphasizes Tyson Fury's perfect combination of technical skill and physical conditioning, showing that Fury has adapted to every challenge and evolved his approach for each fight. Fabio Wardley may bring strength, determination, and hunger, but Fury's adjustments and adaptability make him extremely difficult to challenge. Every punch Wardley throws will be countered with experience and calculated timing, and Fury's ability to control the ring will test Wardley's skill and composure. This demonstrates that in heavyweight boxing, talent alone is never enough when facing a fighter who continuously refines every element of his game.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois.
Frank Warren highlights that behind the scenes there is more than meets the eye when it comes to arranging fights and managing careers. For Fabio Wardley, navigating these unseen elements will be almost as challenging as facing Tyson Fury in the ring. Wardley's raw strength, determination, and self-belief may be admirable, but Fury's experience means he has already endured pressure from media, promoters, and opponents alike. Every move Wardley makes will be tested against a man who understands timing, strategy, and psychology in ways few heavyweights do. The unseen battles outside the ring are a crucial part of what makes Fury nearly untouchable, and this adds another layer to why Wardley faces an immense challenge beyond just his physical confrontation.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, they were obviously, it seems there's been a lot of...
Frank Warren emphasizes the complexity and unpredictability of boxing negotiations and fighter preparations. Fabio Wardley may be confident, young, and strong, but stepping into the ring with Tyson Fury means facing someone who has mastered every element of the sport. Fury's experience allows him to exploit pressure points, both in and out of the ring, testing a fighter's mental toughness and focus. Wardley will need more than power to succeed, because Fury has faced countless challenges, endured immense scrutiny, and adapted strategically to overcome every opponent. The mental, emotional, and tactical sides of the fight are as significant as the physical clash, and this is where Fury holds a decisive advantage over a less experienced fighter like Wardley.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, they were obviously, it seems there's been a lot of lead.
Tony Bellew praises Tyson Fury's technical mastery and physical preparation, highlighting that he continuously adapts to maintain an edge over every opponent. Fabio Wardley may be strong and ambitious, but Fury's ability to adjust weight, strategy, and timing makes him extraordinarily hard to challenge. Every tactic Wardley might use will be met with Fury's superior ring intelligence and experience, leaving little room for error. Fury's conditioning, adaptability, and understanding of opponent tendencies mean Wardley will face not only raw power, but a meticulously prepared champion. Success against Fury requires more than courage or brute strength. It demands mental sharpness, adaptability, and flawless execution, all of which Fury has perfected over years of elite competition.
Well, there's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois.
Ade Oladipo explains that Tyson Fury's return is a massive statement for boxing, showing that he remains a top-level competitor despite his brief retirement.
For Fabio Wardley, this is a clear warning that stepping into the ring with Fury means facing a man whose skills, experience, and mental strength place him far above most challengers. Fury has consistently dominated elite opposition, adapted to different threats, and maintained peak performance, making any fight against him a monumental challenge. Wardley's ambition, youth, and power will be tested to the maximum, and he will have to overcome not just Fury's physical skill, but his superior fight IQ and psychological dominance.
Who will Tyson Fury fight in 2026? Yeah, Tyson Fury is now officially back, officially out of retirement again. I will never believe Tyson Fury when he says he's retired. Like, just never. And that's a shame. Like, Tyson Fury might not care. Tyson Fury fans might not care. But I think it's a shame because when someone does retire, like, this is the toughest sport in the world. I want to give you your flowers. Like, when Loma retired last year, it was like, okay. And you saw the outpouring of love and emotion for Loma. When Crawford announced a few weeks ago that he's retired, you saw the outpouring of love for Crawford, right? Fury announced he's retired. When was it? About 8-9 months ago, a year ago. I can't even remember where it was or when it was. No outpouring of love or emotion. It was like, yeah, whatever, you'll be back. And he is back. But look, I'm happy he's back. I still think Fury has a lot to offer. I think the boxing world needs personalities like Tyson Fury. It does. And not just personalities. Tyson Fury is a very, very good boxer. Like, Tyson Fury being back immediately puts him at number 2 for me in the world. It does. He jumps above Wardley. I think so. I think he jumps above Wardley.
As the dust settles on all the analysis and statements from experts, former champions, and insiders, one thing is crystal clear. Fabio Wardley has ambition and power, but stepping into the ring with Tyson Fury is a monumental challenge that tests every ounce of skill, resilience, and mental toughness a fighter possesses. Fury's experience, adaptability, and psychological mastery make him a near impossible opponent for anyone less seasoned. Wardley will need perfect timing and flawless execution to make any impact, while Fury will dictate the pace and exploit any mistakes without mercy. The stakes could not be higher. If Wardley manages to land a shock victory, it would be a career-defining moment that instantly elevates him to the top of the heavyweight division. If Fury asserts his dominance as expected, it will reinforce why he remains untouchable and why his comebacks continue to captivate the boxing world. Fans need to witness this clash of youth versus experience and raw ambition versus proven mastery, so make sure to join the conversation, share your thoughts and predictions, and tell us who you think will emerge victorious in what promises to be one of the most compelling heavyweight showdowns in recent memory.